Hey guys! So today we are doing a different type of video, and I'm hoping that this is something that we could start on my channel, a new series. It's where I test Buzzfeed recipes and see if they really are what they say it's going to be. This could get interesting. But if you do enjoy this series or you want more on this series, then definitely put that in the comment section down below, and I'll start doing these more and testing out a lot because I've really enjoyed doing this. I do like to cook. You probably don't know that about me, and this is a really cool way to see if those recipes actually do work. I mean, this could be like also like Pinterest recipes tested and that sort of thing, and so you don't waste your time like I did on them. But other than that, let's get into the video. So this video recipe from BuzzFeed that I decided to try out first was like these 7 dorm-friendly recipes. Now, let me just start off with saying, I don't know very many college students that are gonna have some of these ingredients. That's just me, but let's move on from that. So, the first thing that I tested out was where you take 2 tortillas, microwave them for a minute, you set them aside, you take some chicken, 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning, and you stir that all together, and then you microwave it for a minute, you put it on the tortilla, you add some cheese, you microwave for a minute, and there you go. So I thought this was pretty good. It was kind of basic, but I think I went a little light-handed on the taco seasoning just because of all the extra sodium that's in that, and that sort of thing. So that's why I didn't really have much flavor, and also might I add, I don't eat meat, so I use this little fake chicken thing, but totally use like real meat, if that's what you do. It definitely tasted better with ranch. This, I think, is a pretty simple recipe. I don't really classify this as a recipe because you're just kind of like putting just some things in a tortilla with some taco seasoning, and that's about it. But I mean, I guess that's what cooking is. I don't know. If this were a recipe, it's like ultra beginner recipe. But it was okay. Like, it wasn't the worst thing I've eaten in my entire life. The next thing that I tried was for breakfast. Now, you took 2 eggs, and of course you scramble those up. You take half a cup of pepper. I use green pepper again. Their recipe called for ham and spinach. I don't eat ham, and I don't like cooked spinach, so I nixed those 2. You put salt, stir it all together. You put it in a mug, microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Now, this one I actually thought was going to taste awful. I added some cheese to it, then you stir it all together when it comes out of the microwave. I thought this one was going to be absolutely gross because I don't usually like cooked eggs in the microwave, but it actually was really good. Like, I'm super impressed, and if I'm ever in a tight squeeze, I would probably actually do this again. It turned out really nice. It didn't get really rubbery or anything at all. It was really fluffy. It tasted amazing. This one was a win in my book for sure. My favorite one probably, which was a shock. I expected it to be my least favorite for sure. The next thing that I tried was where you take half a cup of macaroni and put water in there and some salt, and you microwave that for 2 to 3 minutes. Now, I found out that I definitely needed more than 2 to 3 minutes. That was not enough for the pasta to cook. But then after that, when it's all cooked, you stir it again, you put a splash of milk in there, some cheese, some pepper, you stir, microwave for 30 seconds, and it's done. I personally don't like shredded cheese when it melts down like that because it gets really stringy but doesn't like totally melt the entire way. I don't understand it. So I wasn't a big fan of this, but if that doesn't bother you, then you probably would like this. I mean, other than that, the flavor wasn't bad. It was just like 1 serving of homemade macaroni and cheese, so it wasn't awful. The next thing that I tried was this spaghetti squash recipe. This is the one that I don't know a lot of kids are gonna have in their college dorm rooms. So you pit it, which is where you take out all the seeds, you rub it with oil, put salt and pepper on it, and then you microwave it for 10 to 15 minutes until it's soft. I probably should have microwaved it a little bit longer, but it was okay. Then is when you scrape it with a fork, which is really hard because it's super hot, and they say to add frozen meatballs. Again, I don't eat meat. And you put on whatever pasta sauce you want, microwave it for 2 to 3 minutes, and then put on top Parmesan cheese. This one, I don't know how I feel about it because I'm not sure if I cooked the squash long enough. And I say that because there was a weird crunch to it still that I tend to not like when it comes to spaghetti. And so I don't know if that was an error on my part or if that's just how it's supposed to be. So maybe I would make it again and microwave it even longer until it's super soft and see if there is no crunch. If the crunch is there regardless, nah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Like, it was alright. I think I put way too much pasta sauce on it, so that pretty much is all it tasted like. Then this next one. Let me just start off saying this was a huge fail. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you now. So this is supposed to be microwave fried rice. Fried rice, okay? So you're supposed to take half a cup of rice, 1 cup of water, a tablespoon of soy sauce, a tablespoon of sesame oil. What college kid has that? I'm not a college kid and I don't have that. And then some bacon, which I omitted that part. Put a plate on top of it and microwave it for 6 to 8 minutes. So I did that. And this is what it came out like. So, you tell me. 6 to 8 minutes, it didn't cook at all, and it smelled super burnt. So I know that you're probably thinking, well, it looks burnt because of the soy sauce, which didn't really dawn on me, but like, the smell is what indicated that the rice was just burning. It wasn't cooking at all. I don't even know how this is supposed to work. I don't understand it. I don't think it's real. They have Houdini magic on their recipe video because no. I tried it once and I wasn't going to try it again because it was not worth my time. But if you're interested, after it cooks, you're supposed to stir it, add half a cup of frozen peas and corn, 2 eggs, salt, microwave, which why would you add more salt? You already have, what are you doing? You already have soy sauce in there, so like why just add to your sodium level? And then you microwave again for 1 minute, stir, and add to rice. So you're supposed to do all that other stuff separate. I don't know. I would just skip this recipe. You're gonna hear my cat in the background, sorry. Then the second to last thing was this one where you take 1 cup of shredded chicken. I just use my little chicken cutlets and dice them up. And then you take 3 tablespoons of barbecue sauce, tortilla chips. You put the tortilla chips on a plate, add the chicken on top of that, add some cheese, green onions, which I didn't do, some pico, which went bad, so I didn't do that, and to microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Hey! And there you have it. So this I liked. I wouldn't consider this a meal. Like, it's more of a snack in my opinion. Maybe for a college kid it would be considered a meal because that sounds about right. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like extravagant, totally awesome, yeah, you totally should try this sort of thing. I did drizzle some like ranch over it, which made it taste better and give it a little bit more flavor. I think this would just be better with like maybe regular chicken. The barbecue sauce kind of makes it weird. I don't really think to have barbecue chicken on my tortilla chips. That's just me. Then this last thing cracks me up that they're like considering it just like this really cool recipe. I don't know. That's all speculation on my part, but they made a video and put this in there and that is what cracks me up. Don't get me wrong, I love BuzzFeed. Like, their quizzes and Ladylike are my favorite. But this one's funny because it's literally just a baked potato. That's it. So you're supposed to take your potato. I used red potatoes because I like those. Poke holes in it. Put oil and salt around it. Microwave for 7 to 9 minutes. And then after that, you're supposed to cut it open, scrape it, put some cheese. They called for bacon, but I didn't put that on there. I put like my fake bacon from Tofu. Microwave for 30 seconds again, and then whatever else you want, which was ranch in my world. And I mean, this one was great. It was a baked potato. Baked potatoes are awesome. Who doesn't like baked potatoes? I don't know anybody that doesn't like baked potatoes. So, yes, this recipe worked. And that is everything for this video. I hope that you don't think I was too negative or sarcastic, because I was a little bit. But that is truly how I feel about these recipes that I tried out. There you go. I told you how this worked and my experience with these recipes that are dorm friendly. So yeah, if you liked it and you want to see more on these types of videos, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and hit that little notification bell so it notifies you every single time that I post. Make sure that you enter my giveaway that's going on right now. Just for the Lorelei Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas palette and a $50 Sephora gift card. So you can enter right here. I think that's the spot. I don't know. Maybe right here? Right there? Where's that? One of these hands will be right. Follow me on all of my social medias. They are down at the bottom of the screen, and the links to them are in the description box down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys!